Good afternoon. Earlier today, Hoover police detectives obtained warrants for the arrest of Carlee Russell through the Hoover Municipal Court for her actions related to faking her kidnapping and subsequently making false statements to detectives as they investigated this case. Her decisions that night created panic and alarm for the citizens of our city and even across the nation as the concern grew that a kidnapper was on the loose using a small child as bait. Numerous law enforcement agencies, both local and federal, began working tirelessly not only to bring Carlee home to her family, but locate a kidnapper that we know now never existed. This story opened wounds for families whose loved ones really were victims of kidnappings, some of which even helped organize searches in hopes they could find Carlee's alive so her family would not experience the pain and suffering that they felt when their loved ones never returned home. This afternoon, Carlee Russell, with the assistance of her attorney, turned herself into the Hoover City Jail, where she was arrested for the following charges: false reporting to law enforcement authorities, Class A misdemeanor, $1,000 bond; falsely reporting an incident, a Class A misdemeanor with a $1,000 bond. Each of these charges carry up to a year in jail, a potential fine of $6,000 upon conviction.
So glad you got teeth.
Be glad you got teeth.
I got a few left. Hey,
Well, enjoy what you got.
Card. That's my next big purchase.
Oh, I love that.
Some teeth?
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, I love that flavor.
Okay. Ain't
Don't
that-
get them little chickens.
Oh, Lord.
No, I'm going to pay. So
I don't know what we gonna do
what it's
with
gonna
you.
cover, but if I have to pay extra, yeah, I'm finna get
You
some
gonna
real-
really be cutting up. We already got issues with you.
The Steve Harvey.
Smiling and shit.
No.
Yeah.
It's a bit much. Do you see that nigga, that dude that's on Instagram? He's giving like this inspirational speech, but his teeth are really white.
Yeah.
Big,
Oh my God.
And ain't nobody listening to nothing
They
he's
too
saying.
big because they looking at his teeth. Shit.
I'm like, bro, you know.
But you know it takes about a year for them to conform to your mouth.
Nah, not this nigga teeth.
Well, I mean, his is probably just too big, but you know what I mean.
That nigga like they got his shit.
Man, we had that same
conversation.
conversation. That's probably why I'm so tickled. But you know, that's insider. Insider.
Yeah.
Girls only will know.
So why do y'all want to create little subdivisions of shit? You're supposed to be good too.
Y'all have y'all shit. Y'all in the sneakers group or whatever you want to call
That
it.
takes about 15 seconds
It don't matter.
of an episode.
It don't matter. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Social Drinkers Podcast. I'm Sean,
KT.
Mel.
Sean P.
and we're the Social Drinkers.
Yay.
Yay! So today, y'all, we're coming with sensitive subject. It'll piss you off subject. It probably is going to bring about all kind of emotions because we're getting ready to talk about the Carlee Russell's case. And for those of you guys that aren't familiar about the Carlee Russell case, she staged her own kidnapping. She called 911 on July 13th to report a toddler walking down the interstate. Carlee pulled over her and called her brother's girlfriend and screamed just like that reenactment. And we found out later she actually did watch it. Yeah, exactly. So I guess she just wanted to reenact the whole thing. And she vanished for 49 hours. She showed up to her parents' home in a not so good state, according to her parents. Carlee claimed to have been abducted and forced into an 18-wheeler. Her disappearance became national news and trending on social media. Days later, when the evidence didn't add up, Carlee came clean and she confirmed that she made up the entire story. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Her adding up or making up the entire story.
She say 49 hours to Carlee.
49 hours to Carlee. That's where we're doing 49 hours to Carlee.
Can you see Mel on that?
Yeah.
On that camera over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly.
I'm just checking.
Yes.
You know, I'll be paranoid.
I know. So first, we're going to open up with, let's talk about, y'all want to give some of the statistics first?
Yeah.
Because I found the statistics like super, super duper interesting. Y'all see our social drinkers cue cards? I will no longer hold a tablet in my lap. None of us will. We'll use our little nifty note cards. Thank you to
Sean.
Albert. You're welcome.
Thank you, Levi, and thank you.
Uncle Albert. He's a graphic designer and he is the bomb.
You got his info?
I do. I need to post.
Shout it out, so
We'll make sure we put it on
Okay, sounds good.
YouTube. So, guys, upon doing a little research, the social drinkers came up with nearly 40% of missing persons are people of color. And it gets reported that African Americans only make up 13% of the population. Have y'all heard that that's all we make up?
So I knew the percentage of the population, but
Yeah.
not about the
40% of missing persons, that's damn near half,
Yeah.
are of African American descent. And we got this source off of the NAACP and Black and Missing. If y'all want to go check out some information about us, y'all definitely need to go to the Black and Missing website. They have a lot of informative information. Black youth under the age of 18, the missing ratio on them is 38% of missing persons.
Wow.
That's big. And that came from the SF Chronicle. Black women account for 35% of the country's missing persons.
goddamn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And this source came from Grio, and Yahoo News reported that.
Okay.
So you know Yahoo News ain't playing with it. 35% of the black women. I don't know whether it's for the sex trafficking. Don't know the reasons why for the kidnappings, but we range with 35%.
That's
and
hard.
then let's get into Carlee. Let's talk about her. This lady staged a whole kidnapping.
An elaborate
It was
kidnapping.
exactly that took from these women, from these statistics that or children, whomever,
Yeah.
they're missing today, like truly missing. And she took away from that.
Now, when you first heard the story, did you have any doubts about it?
I prayed for her at first. I won't lie and say I had doubts about her story, but when she first was missing, it was when I heard the part about her returning home. That was questionable,
Got
the
it.
little dialogue they put out.
I didn't have doubts until I saw the footage on the freeway, on the bridge.
Yeah.
And immediately I was like, that's not adding up.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not adding up. And from that, what people need to understand, there's cameras everywhere,
Yeah.
whether you understand it or not. And government officials do not need your permission to access your doorbell, Ring cameras, store cameras, all of that. If it's digital, they can access it.
Nah, I didn't know that. So they can come to your house and be like, "Hey, I need to see this
Yeah,
footage."
footage.
You gotta-
They don't even have to ask you. It's Ring showed that initially with what happened with the kid and the guy hacked into it. It's available, but when it comes to a missing or a crime or whatever, that's how they
Yeah.
find things. Just like pinging your phone, all you have to do is submit to the court. Yes, approved. Y'all go find it.
Yeah.
It's the same way. And
Yeah.
that's when I had doubts then. But I digress.
I truly had doubts when she said it was a baby
Yeah.
walking along
Yeah.
the freeway.
And nobody else reported
Ain't
it.
Nobody else reported
Yeah.
that. When they
Yeah.
initially said that, I
Yeah.
was like, girl, come on now.
Yeah.
It is no way in blue hell that any person that's driving alongside the freeway is
Yeah.
not going to call.
Come on now. Yeah.
And then you would have a toddler. First of all, he'd have been bobbing and weaving in traffic.
Yep.
It'd have been a car crash somewhere.
Yep.
He wouldn't have just walked a straight line on the side of the freeway.
Exactly.
That would have never happened.
He would.
So
He wouldn't even have. How did you get on the freeway?
right.
That's-
even if someone just put you out on the freeway.
Yeah, but a toddler.
I
it's
mean,
like-
so you mean he got out of his stroller because you saw the stroller on the
Yeah.
side. You got out of the stroller and started walking, chilling like he was just a little
Smoking a
mini
cigarette.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was a little a mini person.
hard out here these
Yeah.
in these
Don't know about
daycares.
these streets.
But
boy.
let's talk about her being a 25-year-old, not having sense enough not to search the topics that she searched on her phone. The 25-year-olds they know the new age of anything can be found in anything
Sean,
you do.
I'm gonna say this:
Okay.
when you start off doing bullshit, you
Yeah.
don't think about real shit.
Okay. Oh, that's a good point.
So if
because her reality was the movie.
yeah, because you're
Yeah.
going, this will work, this will work, this will work.
Yeah.
Okay. There's over 200 years of police investigation.
Yeah.
Right.
They're looking at you like, here we go again.
Yep. That bullshit.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
That's not and next thing you know, she didn't think it out.
Yeah.
As
At
it's
all.
like a lot of
Not at
children or
all.
whatever. this will work when we're trying to hide the report card.
Right.
Yeah.
We're trying to forge a
Steal the
name.
cookies. Yeah, that wasn't
Yeah.
me. You're the only one in the house.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know who could
It's
have.
not gonna work.
That's
It's not gonna
I forged my uncle's signature. And I did the best. I got pretty sure it looked like shit. But his name is Robert Lee Stevens. And I wrote it so big that I can only get Robert Lee on there.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's good enough.
It's not gonna work.
I did that too in 4th grade on the report. I actually was good.
You were good at it.
It's just the fact that to the Carlee thing, my teacher was like, "So your parents signed everything in pencil."
That's all we had.
That was it right there.
All the
Yeah.
other report card signatures are in ink.
Yeah.
And today they decided to sign in
It
pencil.
just
huh?
felt like
Yeah.
signing in pencil today.
Good forgery.
Yeah, I got my ass beat behind this shit.
I bet.
Yeah, I got jammed.
I just hate that she lied. Number one, we're gonna just start there because that
Yeah.
was an elaborate lie.
Yeah.
Number two, you utilize so many avenues for people to come and try to help you, and that they already don't want to help us in no way.
Exactly. I was just about
Let's
to
just
ask
start
you
there.
about that.
They don't want to help.
Yes.
There's so many black children missing. They don't want to help us no way.
Exactly.
And for you to lie and then have all of this money coming, they got GoFundMe's and
Yeah.
all this other stuff like this, people donating and all this other stuff, and FBI looking for you, all these
Yeah.
other letters looking for
All
you.
these agencies.
And you was probably, I don't know what the hell you was doing.
I'll play devil's advocate just for a second.
yeah.
I can't.
Let's hear it.
It is flimsy as fuck, too.
I know it is.
It's
I'm
flimsy.
Go
finna
ahead,
get
try
your
and hit
ass
us
up,
with it
Sean.
anyway. Because this going to get interesting.
I'm trying to make sense of it.
I can't.
Because that's not something, 28?
25.
25, okay.
25.
25-year-olds are ain't the smartest tools, but they're not that.
They ain't dumb.
They ain't
Exactly.
that. So the only thing that...
Yes, they are.
So look, we'll check that.
Yes,
What
they
I
are.
would like to think is that she just didn't think it was going to blow up like it did, and then she's sitting around eating her Cheez Its and doing her nails,
She got from Target.
and in her robe and wiping her ass,
That she took
and
from her
with the toilet
job.
paper, and but actually start looking at what's going on in the news. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
But let me ask you this question.
sure.
When you dial 911, what the hell you thought was gonna happen?
Exactly.
I just
When you said child
Yep.
freeway
Yep.
by himself,
That was it
what
right
the
there.
hell did you
Yeah.
think was gonna
I
happen?
told you it's flimsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Just try
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Good
start.
point.
Let's start with why she did it.
Is it to make the guy jealous?
I have.
oh, she was flunking out of school.
Wait, see, I don't. I've heard.
She was
you
flunking
got-
out of school.
I've heard 3-4 different stories.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
she, from what
It
I
wasn't
understand,
because
I haven't heard. I don't
slept-
think it's been
boyfriend
substantiated
slept with
that
somebody
she
or-
a stripper. So
that's
the text messages.
But with males, I didn't hear about.
Yeah, they said she was flunking
You're
out
flunking,
of school.
or flunked out.
Flunked out, flunking out. Yeah, one
Yeah.
or the other. And then she was the place she was working at or whatever. She was trying to steal. She had stole money from them.
They said that's,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah,
talking
she-
about bringing up
Money.
charges.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't
Stole
get
money
Yeah,
from
because she
them.
Googled how to steal from
to
a
steal
cash
from a
register and not get caught.
to my point. I told you they not that smart.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
She Googled everything she did.
But why not?
So they
use
were
a
able to
burner
pull.
phone?
That's what I'm
So
saying.
it turned out
If
she
she's
had
watching Taken.
she had a burner phone because she used that to order food to the hotel. So
Just dumb.
Okay, I'm still okay. So the boyfriend thing, that was fluff.
He's broken up with her.
yeah, supposedly
Yeah.
he slept with somebody, and this is why I don't like gossip.
I don't
Yeah.
know about
But-
that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Part.
Yeah.
But supposedly, well, the text. I'm going off text message that was released that her communicating.
I
with the
saw
chick.
that the banter
Yeah.
between her and the other girl.
So that's substantiated. I don't-
okay, so that we got that. So she's ain't and then school.
Yeah, the school, and then she
and
stole.
from where?
her job,
Where was she working?
a day spa,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
because
look
she
day spa.
stole raw,
like where you go in, where you get, I guess,
probably massage.
So wait,
Massages
wait.
and
What was she in
and
school
facials.
for?
nursing.
Nursing. She was a nursing student.
Yeah, she was a nursing student.
So she wasn't. That means she graduated, possibly. She had her
Graduated high
bachelor's.
school or something.
No, she wasn't a
No,
nurse.
she
She was
was
in
in
nursing
nursing
school.
I mean, to
To
get nursing
become
school.
one.
No, to get when you graduate nursing school, typically you get your bachelor's.
That's what I mean.
No, she
Yeah.
did,
Yeah,
she didn't graduate.
She flunked out.
of college period.
See, you were supposed to do your research before we
No,
got on this
because I'm
motherfucker.
looking at it because when you go to Prairie View Nursing School, you have to already have your
Associates, right?
Yeah, associates.
Yeah, it's
so you get
associates.
associates of science.
Yeah.
And then you go to nursing school, which is 2 years, and then you graduate with a bachelor's.
yeah. So she got accepted.
Yeah, she,
Yeah,
got,
she was actually
And
in
she
it.
she just was
didn't finish.
flunking out. Yeah.
So boyfriend stealing.
You trying to cut up. I see where this goes.
No,
I need
because
you to-
because I get sick of this bullshit every
Yeah.
time I see it.
get
Every
it.
single time, it gets on my damn nerves.
But this time, I think it affected so many people
did.
and so many
No,
different
because
dynamics.
what I want to talk about is
Yeah.
our friend. I'm not gonna say what happened, go in detail.
Yeah.
She had a legitimate thing where her daughter was missing. Now I'm not gonna say going
Right,
whatever,
details,
but
yeah.
but
Yeah.
we all reached out. But here's the thing: I have an issue with. How many of us know the number for Amber Alert?
I don't.
Exactly.
Me either.
Is that there's a
There's a number. Yeah. There's
Wow.
a number. How many?
Are you serious?
How many
I
of
thought
us?
you called the police and then
Yeah,
the police
and
put
they
out
Yeah,
issued
no,
the
you
Amber
can
Alert.
call it. It's
Okay.
it's Amber Alert Direct.
What
You
is
can call it because depending on 911 to relate, they got millions of calls coming in at call center at one time. It's crazy. What go. So you can call directly, and that reporter match. Did you call? Yes, non-emergency or emergency. This person's been missing for, and that 24-hour rule don't even apply no more. Stop falling for the TV thing on that.
Yeah.
A child is missing, they get
They
on
did
it.
somebody else.
So how many times? Here's the other thing. We ignore the Amber Alert that hits our phone.
Yeah. A lot of times.
I got
we do.
mine set so
It's loud.
that could have been my friend's daughter.
Yeah.
That could have been
Yeah.
your child,
That's
this
true.
and that and the other. So
That's
we
true.
have to do that. And so what makes us numb to it is this
Yeah,
story.
shit like that.
Yeah.
But the lady that started the search for her daughter was missing.
Her daughter was kidnapped
Initially
and murdered.
kidnapped.
That's
Yeah.
my point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people are
She
genuine
spearheaded it, yeah.
in what they're doing, but yet
Yeah.
that's why I'm like this
And,
girl.
and that's why I don't understand why they're like, well, y'all, to jump to her defense, y'all shouldn't badger her. No, it is legitimate
Yes.
people out here
Yes.
missing,
Yes.
kidnapped, trafficked,
That's
and everything
my
else.
point.
So her ass finna get drugged.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, she finna get
So
drugged.
that, and that's what I mean.
Exactly.
So why do we make an excuse up?
I can't.
Oh no! For you talking about for her?
No, yeah, I'm saying not like what she's going to her point when people are like, oh, you shouldn't this and that,
No.
because she's not the only one that's done this.
Yeah.
Well, they
we
actually
gonna
did that
go there.
on the Breakfast Club. So, and I forgot that the lady's name, but they. Oh man, I'm trying not to slander people. Part of the argument was, well, you have white people that have called the police on black men for
Yeah.
no reason, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And basically excusing it on those grounds. So, and I think they all should be
You're right.
charged.
Yeah, they all
equally.
should be.
So it's not
Exactly.
like
They all
you
should
can,
be.
you can say, well, this happened in the past. Don't do anything to her.
Yeah.
But you get to the point now when anybody does this,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
you nail them. Now, typically, I'm against locking up people that aren't violent, unless they're repeat offenders.
Yeah.
I think that's what a penitentiary should be for.
Yeah.
But man, I really think when it comes to stuff like this, like we were saying, the perception of when a black woman goes missing or a black child goes missing,
Yeah.
we need to take this as serious as possible.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't think that this will come up when somebody else comes up missing, because really it comes down to who's missing. Is it a prostitute? Is it a stripper? Or is it somebody like Carlee that comes from a upper middle class home,
Yeah.
nursing student, AKA, and all that ski-wee? But there was incentive to look for her because she's a certain type.
I just
Yeah.
hate that I think people
So
are going to be more
unfortunate.
hesitant
They are.
to
Well, I don't-
say,
I can
jump
explain-
out there and go help
I don't think they will, because I think the people, especially with like Ania's mom,
Yeah.
that's just in her to do it. I think with her, if she were to sit back and not do anything, you understand what I'm
kill her,
saying?
yeah.
Well, she formed a whole foundation behind
Because that's what
Ania's Angel.
that's what she's doing.
Yeah,
so
that's
what
what
I'm
she
saying, I
does.
think to your point, what I was
Yeah.
talking about is it's not too much like they're not going to look for a black. It's
Right.
it's like who keeps taking advantage of.
Yes. Yes.
And that's why I was going to bring up the
Jussie.
Juicy.
Smooth, yeah.
If
He's a French actor.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you look at that initial
Yeah, he
interview,
need his ass.
oh yeah, if you look at that initial interview, watch the black police detective.
Yeah.
He probably was like,
He sat there and I know what he was saying.
Yep, that it was a bunch
This
of
a
bullshit.
lying motherfucker.
Yep,
Oh, his
yep,
father.
yep.
And when they went on, it was Good Morning America.
Yeah,
and he was
but
sitting
yeah.
there, he was like, man,
But no,
y'all done got me wrapped up.
And this
but I'm saying,
bullshit.
but the initial one, they would look like it's almost, and I have a lot of friends in law enforcement. It's like we're wasting our time.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's wasted
the
time.
time and
Because
resources.
it's real stuff that's going on out here.
Yes.
And I don't know. That's why I was asking, because I got pissed looking at that story, because I
Yep.
was like, okay, my mind will cut off once
pisses you
bullshit
off.
jump in.
Yep.
And she started off wrong, and I'm still trying to figure out the real reason you did this. Did she even
Exactly.
apologize?
No,
she
she
didn't
hasn't
apologize.
spoke at all. Her
She-
lawyer has
yeah.
been speaking for her attorney.
In which,
Yeah.
And I hope she's not trying to look for some type of
Mental health excuse.
well, you
She
can't
did
do,
not.
no
you can't do it because
residual.
Okay.
she planned it out.
Yeah. It was premeditated.
Yeah, she would've
That's
been better off.
premeditated.
It's called
Not calling
falsifying.
911.
Yeah.
Not none of that
Exactly.
shit. No Googling nothing.
Yep.
Parking a car on the sidewalk, on the side of the highway and just walking off.
Just
Yeah.
walking off. Yeah.
Because at that point, even if you get found, like, you'd be like, hey, man,
I just had to go get
I
to clear my head.
I mean,
yeah, you
honestly,
didn't.
white folks do it a lot of times. They'll go missing, and they're like, "Hey, I've been in another."
Y'all be
country
leaving
for
out
the
Jennifer
last-
Hudson. No, I mean not Jennifer Hudson.
not Jennifer Hudson.
No, excuse me, Kelly Price. Excuse me, Kelly
What's she
Price.
doing?
Yeah, Kelly.
She
just
Kelly
went
Price
missing.
went missing,
Yeah, been
yes.
missing for a long time.
She went
On
missing,
purpose.
remember, on purpose.
On
But she didn't go
purpose,
make
though.
no
On
damn
purpose.
phone call and say, it's a kid on the side of the road.
Yeah,
she
but-
just
but-
fucking
She just
went
left.
missing.
But she wasn't flunking out of school and
I
all
know.
that. She
No.
She just had real grown
Yes.
women.
she needed a break.
Issues,
She
and
needed
she
a break.
needed a break.
So the only
needed a
people
break.
that were concerned was the people like, hey, man, Kelly Price was missing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There was no law enforcement involved to put out all these resources and say somebody, she lied to say somebody was going to bother
Because
her or was
the
trying
caller
to.
girl initiated the police involvement.
Yes.
So I think if she would have done the same thing without
Just
calling, just
disappeared.
disappeared,
Yeah, just
she would have got
disappeared.
the attention she wanted.
Yep.
Yeah.
But she,
See, I got an issue with that.
what's up?
The
Okay.
attention.
Yeah.
Well, the narcissist.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
She's a
whole
narcissist. Everything
we're not
is about
excusing
her.
it, but
No, because it affects everyone
many
else.
people.
Right.
Yep.
It affects the.
Yep.
I'm like, that's
And,
you-
and wait, before you do, let's segue into this. The effects of faking the kidnapping. So we're already in that mode. Let's talk about it with the resources, how it affects the loved ones and their mental states. How does it affect people in the future that need to report actual crimes? That's what we're going to just go ahead and talk about.
if I can just lead off to that,
Please.
we talked about how it's starting to look like. So we talked about Sherry Abini.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's that?
She came up missing too. She faked her own kidnapping.
But she
She
was
was
gone
with
for
the
a few
ex-boyfriend.
weeks.
She was gone for a few
She
weeks.
branded
She
herself and a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
beat
Yes.
her own self. Okay.
yeah.
So we'll get to that.
Okay, we'll get to that. That was interesting.
Mark
But
Lawrence has-
she
I-
claimed, she claimed to have been kidnapped by two
Two
Hispanic
Hispanic women.
ladies.
Yep.
So it seems like a race, one particular race will say the opposite race
Yep.
kidnapped them.
Or
Target
gender.
them.
Or so here's my
Yeah.
question. Did Carlee purposefully not say that a black person is the one that kidnapped her because she knew the repercussions that would come about
From the black community.
From the black community if it
Yep.
came out to be a lie.
Yeah.
Because one of the first things they're going to say is, so you put the crosshairs on another black man. So
Yep.
you have enough wherewithal to be like, ooh, let me make sure this
No,
guy
I think
say
she was
white.
from South Carolina.
And she just is, she feel like that's something a white person would do.
Exactly.
But first of all, why do
I'ma
you have
give
to
you-
have what, green hair?
No, it's red.
Orange.
It
Orange
was
hair.
red,
Orange
and
hair.
no, this what got me. This what got me.
Uh-oh.
It's red and balding. That's 90%. 90% easily.
Kind of sound like she was describing Trump, and I had it. Like
That's gonna go into a whole
watch
different
your
topic.
filthy mouth, woman.
Wash it out.
You know what I mean? That's not even a description.
That's
Right.
yeah. That ain't
That's
no
not a
bad
description.
thing.
Yeah.
But
And
wasn't it two people? Though
Did he
she
have a
said? It was
tattoo? Did he have this?
Right, it was
Scars,
a woman
marks?
and a guy, right?
So here's the thing: they were really
Yep.
these are the nicest kidnappers in the world, right?
Right?
in the world.
That's my point.
We're gonna blindfold you. We're gonna say to you, we're not gonna put a rope. We're not gonna bind your hands. We don't
Yeah.
want to leave marks.
Yeah.
Couldn't
But
you
we-
have been like
But we have you
every
naked.
now and then?
Yeah.
Put your, you get away. They chase you down.
Yeah.
You a sister. You supposed to be faster.
Exactly.
But you naked.
Yeah,
'Cause she
remember
said they
they took
stripping.
pictures of her.
That's my other point. Didn't
Okay.
she refuse a rape kick?
Yeah.
I don't.
probably
No.
did.
She just said that they didn't touch her or sexually, as
But
far
see,
as she knows.
this is where she got fucked. Law enforcement automatically makes you do that.
I get you, but here's
For
another way
DNA,
she got
right?
Yeah,
fucked.
for DNA purposes.
She had on. They found when she got home. They found $107, I think, in her
in
sock.
her sock.
So did they make you get naked up to your sock,
Yeah, that's what it's so
or
confusing.
did they give you your money back?
Wait. Hold on.
I give you
Hold on, wait,
a
wait.
refund, Sean.
Well, son,
When they did her nails and played
Yeah.
with her hair. They were not. You know what? I think she took it the
Nice
wrong
little
way.
Wait,
kidnapping.
She
wait.
thought she was being kidnapped.
Yeah.
But they was really what?
They're just kicking it with her. They didn't do nothing to her.
played dominoes, spades.
Yeah, all that good
Hey,
stuff.
Carlee,
Yeah.
I just had some Cheez Its.
Okay. Oh, when did she buy the Cheez-Its?
She did that before she
Oh,
made it to
dude,
the interstate.
Jesus. Wait,
that was
with-
on
with
her
a credit
way when
card?
she left the job. You know what? I don't know how she purchased it.
She
would
went
be
to
lying.
Targets. That's how they know what she bought.
Yep.
She went to Targets and bought it with her money. She also went to a
With cash or a card?
With that money
no.
that was in her sock.
No, I think it was a card because they went back, got the receipts and found it. And then
Okay.
she bought
So see, she
Cheez
Or
Its.
is she Red Wheel? What is it? Red Wheel? They'll track your
No,
purchases.
so she bought the Cheez Its and something else. And then she went to a Mediterranean or Caribbean, a Mediterranean
Mediterranean.
restaurant and bought some food to
Yeah.
So
Ziggy's.
what I'm trying to get y'all to
No,
see
hold on,
is
check this out. So she take off and she got the card or whatever. The kidnappers, they don't like Mediterranean food.
So y'all found somewhere else?
you stupid.
She's like, oh, bitch, that's all you got? I'm just going to take these Cheez-Its
Yeah.
and this other shit. Oh, granola bars.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm going to take these Cheez-Its and granola bars.
Yeah.
And we're going to take you. We're going to get your nails done, girl. We're going to play in your house.
Get you all together.
this is my question again. So how do they know she bought Cheez-Its and Mediterranean food?
They watched her go in, I'm assuming.
That's my
with
whole
a camera.
point.
Yeah,
Cameras are
tracked her.
everywhere.
Yeah, and
They
just
tracked
what time
her.
did she
Yeah.
purchase it?
Cameras
Okay, and then they
and-
go pull the receipt.
And
Yeah.
credit card purchases.
Right.
Now she
That
didn't.
wasn't supposed to be a secret. That was okay. So she didn't think that through. What she didn't think through was taking some of it.
No, but this
And
my
you
this
took
my whole
the
point.
robe and the toilet paper with
But
you.
if you use a card, your name on the damn card.
Damn God, yeah.
It doesn't matter if the name is on there or not. She's on video going
Yep.
in the store.
Yeah.
They just match up the receipt to the time that she paid.
No, I
And
got that. That's what I'm
whether it was
saying.
cash or otherwise.
So it was more so. I'm like, everybody knows this though. If you watch any movie of any type, you
I don't think
do
that was supposed to be secret. I think she was okay with being seen up to that point.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing.
No. I'm talking from how law enforcement looking at it. Why they didn't even want to talk in the beginning. They was like, "This is bullshit."
Because they was, you know what? They said it was bullshit when they asked her, was anybody else on the freeway? And this dizzy ass broad said no. Now, I don't know what freeway she was on.
When nobody else is on
Nobody else
it.
was on the goddamn freeway.
That sound like The
Mel,
Walking
she might
Dead
not
to
have
me.
saw him,
Shit.
man. Don't act like that.
I mean,
That
what was she
sound like a
blindfolded
Walking
already?
Dead to me.
She was concerned about the child, Mel.
That she didn't see.
Yeah. That was never
still in the
there.
stroller getting out.
Yeah. With
Who
his
was it?
soggy
That
diaper.
wasn't there.
With
What was
his
that
soggy
movie?
diaper.
Lil man.
Yeah, yeah.
Another thing is she was saying that it was a toddler, but it was 3 or 4. That is not a toddler.
That's not
Right.
a toddler. That's a grown ass man.
So I don't.
That's why I'm lost still. So I'm still trying to see where the boyfriend come into play. Still, Well,
But she
all
was
it is.
texting him, wasn't she?
No,
No.
she wasn't texting while she was gone.
No.
I thought
Oh,
she had.
my
Yeah,
bad.
she did.
She did.
She texted while she was
Yeah.
missing.
She didn't text her
I
as her.
missed that
She
part.
didn't text her as herself. She says something along the line of when your girlfriend is found
So it's
splattered
like,
on the freeway
he
or
reading it
something like yeah.
Word. This is somebody else.
But he was taking up for her. Let's be clear. He was taking up for her
Oh.
until she came clean because he was asking everybody
I
to stop.
would have took up for mine too.
Yeah, to stop blasting her on social media and blah, blah, blah. Now he said he is disgusted.
He was in the wrong from Jump Street. That's why he took up
What,
from.
wrong
Yeah.
for what?
I mean,
He was messing with somebody
He
else.
was laid up with a stripper, so he was trying to get back in good.
I don't think that had nothing to do with it.
That's what he
being
doing.
him being wrong for
Yeah.
cheating or being with another broad and her taking this to a whole.
Yeah.
Those things have nothing to do
No,
with
no,
each other.
no. I'm talking his response. He's
Yeah,
trying
I
to
see where
get
he's
back
coming
in.
from with that part.
Man,
He trying to get
No.
back
he
in.
didn't want that.
No.
Man,
He
listen.
didn't want that.
Into the
Because
part
he
to
sure
where, let
broke
me
up
go
with her
help
last
look
night.
for this bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he broke up with her.
Of course
quick.
he
That's a
he can. He's like, hey, dude, you an idiot.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Yeah, he breaking up
But
with
now
her.
now they blaming
Hold on.
her. 'Cause he-
Remember, this is 25, 24. This is why I told you in the beginning when I met you. I don't like talking to people under the age of 25.
No.
you don't like people, period, halfway. Shoot. Man, please.
Hey, 1
Crazy self.
1 through 12, you can have a great conversation.
After that, 13 to 25, they
13 to
lost.
25.
Richard
you
Pryor
just
said
is-
this. When I was young, I thought I knew everything. When I turned 30, I found out I ain't know a damn thing.
Nothing.
So
Not nothing.
that's why I'm saying this, because it's just he's saying one thing, now he breaking up
Yeah.
with it, but he was with it. Well, no, it's
'Cause
crazy.
She sure was texting and talking to him.
Wow,
They
as
were-
somebody else.
They were going back.
That
and
girl,
forth.
if
Maybe
they don't say she don't
maybe
have
it was
mental
the dude
problems,
with the orange hair that was
I don't
balding.
think she has mental problems.
I
I just
agree.
y'all don't think
I don't-
she is?
I agree.
Man,
No, I
what
agree.
person in their right mind would?
I don't.
It's
like
a
I said,
lot.
I think it got out of
It's a lot.
control, and it got to the point where she's like, "Well, goddamn, now I gotta try to roll with it."
Yeah,
She, what do you do?
Yeah.
She didn't think that
and
far.
she got lost in
She
the
didn't.
sauce.
She didn't
Now,
think
in
that
her
far.
defense, she's like, "Ooh, this has gone on long enough."
Yeah, 2 days.
I didn't take my ass home.
No, I ain't got
You see-
nothing but this
now,
$100 and
Them
something
dollars
dollars
in my sock. Shit,
If
that's
I was
all
her,
that was.
this is what I do. If I was her, if I was dumb enough to get myself in this position, I go home,
What would
knock
you
on the
do,
door.
Sean?
I go home, knock on the door, and they look and they excited. I'm like, "Hey, I'm all right. We need to talk."
Yeah, go
I
and tell the
fucked
truth.
up.
Yeah.
I would
I
have broken
fucked
my own house and
What
left.
I would not do is allow my parents to go on national television.
Oh, and
That's
made
what
a
I mean.
fool out of they.
Yeah, I just wouldn't do that.
Oh, man.
I would
that's
have. I would
a
have
whole-
made myself get kidnapped. I would have been
Look,
gone.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of fought the daddy because I'm just watching this dude through the whole, and he wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
and if it was if my child did that shit, I'm like, well, after you have a little couple of drinks of water and shit, because you've been eating Cheez Its all weekend. you get some water, get you
Mediterranean.
hydrated, Mediterranean. He didn't have a Mediterranean food, just
Yeah.
Cheez Its and granola bar. She didn't get nothing with juice in it.
Nothing.
Anyway,
Nothing.
No water, no
once that was
Everything
over
dry.
and you told me the story,
Yeah.
I'd be like, now, so here it is. Son, daughter, I love you. But you are fucking lying.
Yeah.
You are lying.
Yeah.
And
I
I need
agree.
I need to know exactly what happened because you're in trouble.
Dad,
I need to know
Dad,
how to help
I'm
you.
not lying, Dad. This is what happened.
First of all, no. First of all, we all done grew up in a black family.
Yeah.
We all done grew up in. First of all, they was sitting there like this.
Wait. Yeah.
Look, I'm the husband.
He never lied.
Real talk. They was sitting there like this. Oh my God.
Dad, so say that one more time.
Yeah.
Push all that shit up.
Yeah.
Push all that shit up.
One
One more time. Just one more
They was sitting there
again.
like
Because
that.
I missed something. You know you fucked up,
Oh,
right?
you know you fucked up.
You remember that, right?
Oh my God.
You remember
So
that?
I don't-
You remember old dog and
Oh,
them?
yeah.
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 You know you
So you
know
bought.
fucked
So
up.
you bought the
the
cheeses.
Yeah.
And why were the granola bars still there
Yeah.
on the floor?
So you don't think that law enforcement officer they sit there going that's running through their head
They
like
got to be sensitive to the the situation because technically they still
they
didn't
get their
know where
evidence.
she
I'm just
was.
saying, I
That's
know that
true.
dude. I was looking at him on camera. I
Yeah.
know he wanted to say.
I'd be a terrible.
Well,
cop.
they used
With-
every
with-
word,
with
but
terrible
calling her a
fucking cop.
liar.
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying no. In his head,
They knew
he ran
she
that
was
scene
lying.
with old dog and came.
That's what he
over
did.
and over. Yeah.
You know you fucked up. I know
know
he.
you
I
fucked
know
up.
he wanted to say it.
Yeah.
I know he did.
Because they
So
never
it
believed
was
her.
nobody on the freeway when you came. I mean, when you call 911, literally.
Nah.
And
your
wasn't that a
Right,
busy
nobody.
interstate?
Man, it was
Yes.
super busy.
That's
When
why
they
that
pulled
makes
the
no
cameras,
sense.
do you see how
the
many
cars were just going?
That was just zooming.
Yeah.
And
So
by.
that's why it
somebody
didn't make
enhanced the
sense.
footage where it almost looked daylight.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this.
So you never seen a show of First 48? Like,
Obviously, she was too busy
Never?
watching Taken.
Never. So, but then my thing is, and I done watched Taken 1,
You're
2.
offended about it.
I am because that's my show.
But my thought is, you had to watch the first
My
5
movie.
minutes of it because you didn't watch the whole damn thing.
Exactly.
But
You didn't watch
First
the whole. You
48.
couldn't
So
have.
the thing is, she had a particular set of skills.
Come on, Liam.
What?
Nielsen,
what
that's
was
what
the
he
skills?
said. you
What
react-
was the skill?
you reacting the movie. That's what
Oh, my
Liam
God.
Nielsen
The
said on
skills.
Taken.
Yeah.
It was. I
She
mean,
didn't even get to that part.
She didn't.
it just
Well, after Donald Trump confronted her in the woods.
Oh Lord.
it refused
And
Mediterranean
and
food.
Boss Baby. You know, Donald Trump don't like Mediterranean food.
Yeah.
Don't like that shit. But, the Cheez Its are orange. I just thought about that.
Oh my god.
I can't.
Wow.
He's sitting there like, oh
I
my gosh,
can't.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You should have been a private
Yeah.
eye or a detective.
Hey, I had to
I'm
throw
like,
some Seanisms in there.
Okay,
but,
you should have
I
been.
can't stand no line.
Okay.
Bitch.
Okay. And it's really sad. But let's talk about the kidnapping of Carlee open up old wounds for Elijah Blanchard. That is the husband of, the ex-husband of Angela Harris. Those are the
Talk to
parents
us.
of Anaya.
Yeah.
Well, he was just stating that the involvement in the disappearance of Carlee, when it went public, he stated that, he felt badly about it and all that stuff. And he was inclined to
trauma.
help. Yeah. But it brought up exactly the trauma of what happened to his daughter. And if y'all aren't familiar, his daughter was Anaya Blanchard. She was truly kidnapped, abducted, and she was shot because with her kidnapper, she was trying to get away, of course.
She
and
actually fought for her
She
life.
That's my
fought for
point.
her life. She went for
That's
that
my
hunt.
point.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he stated that the hunt that they put on to find her, and then later she returned home basically unscathed. He said that really was very, very, very troubling for
I'm
him.
sure
He
it was
said it
traumatic
was
for him.
terrifying and horrifying. He said it was like peeling the scalp off a wound, and to be able to feel that hurt that he had for actually losing a daughter, because I think they were trying to carjack her. They wanted her car. They wanted to rob her. They wanted something from her. And to be able to lose a child in a traumatic situation, and then to be a part to try to save this other person. And then he also brought up that the police made them wait 24 hours. So what they did is went to social media themselves.
Exactly.
They said, fuck that 24-hour rule. That ain't what he said, but I'm speaking on your behalf, Mr. Elijah. I'm sorry. And we're going to we're going to look for our baby like what any of us would do.
Any of us would
And something is wrong, and they felt, and then even the video footage from the store, you can see the man following her in the store if you guys watch the video footage. And then her mom, who is Angela Harris, she created the foundation, the Anaya Angels. And she actually was the one that led the actual search for Carlee. And just to think, this woman is having to relive it, and she dedicated resources for
That's what I was going to say. You know how hard it is to do that. To gather up that amount of people and then move to where that area is, find out what's the scan area, what's the search area, what's when, times, the description. That's
all of that.
It's a lot.
And just because you're not putting in money, people think that, I got to put in money, got to put in money. That's
time
your
more than your money.
time. My time is valuable, and that's something I can't get back.
You can't.
But not only that, though, anybody that would willingly show up out there to go and search for you, they have an emotional interest in seeing you home. And so just because those people aren't related to you or know you personally, they're emotionally involved in this. You understand what I'm saying? They're out there shoulder to shoulder,
Yep.
combing the
Right.
damn
Yep.
forest, well, not forest, but the woods.
Exactly.
And looking for you, and to find out all of that spent emotion
Yeah.
was for nothing.
straight up
It's
lie.
And
just
so that emotion will turn into anger.
Anger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It
And
does.
that's why I said, now when someone else comes up missing, am I gonna rush to say, okay,
Yeah.
let me go try and help? Because now you done brought up all this stuff in
Yep.
me, and you lied.
Yep.
I think
And
if
now
the
I got
spirit
to-
is in you, you probably
It
still
is,
do
but
it.
I
you
ain't
probably
gonna-
still do it. So there are people that live for that shit.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
It's
know what I'm
true.
saying?
the
So
cry
it's
wolf
just-
syndrome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
That
that's
part
that
right
cry
there.
wolf. Yep.
Yeah.
But there, I mean, there may be people. I think the bigger thing is people doubting it to begin with.
yeah.
You know, we fight to be heard.
Yeah.
Maybe the story don't get legs the next time, where the same amount
Yeah.
of people
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
hear it. I can see that happening.
Yep.
You know,
I agree.
And that's the bad part of it, because that person's life is ticking. What do they say? The trail goes cold after 48 hours.
48 hours, right.
Like that person's life. And she took all of this shit for granted. And you can't do anything but be pissed at her.
I
and
truly
whoever
think she
says
should be up on charges.
that we're gonna talk about that, because they got about 3 charges right now. They talking about
Ass need to
filing
go
on
down.
her. The
Because-
DA is picking
Yeah,
up.
it's gonna happen. It happened
Yes.
with Juicy. Juicy had to get.
yeah, lawyer.
got him crack.
I'm just.
Yep.
I was getting ready to say what he said that the people said to him, but I can't even say it because
Oh my gosh.
the video.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Well, to your point, notice it was another. Even
Race.
though they're still black, but it was two.
It was two other ones.
Nigerian.
Yeah.
Here's
For
the thing.
him.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Trainers.
You remember
Yeah.
that story though?
And want to be actors.
At what, Subway? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subway, yeah.
He went to
In
Walgreens first and it
Chicago.
was closed.
during a polar
During
At a polar
vortex,
storm. Yep.
Listen,
Yep.
Chicago got to be the second coldest place on the planet.
behind Antarctica.
Yeah. True.
Anybody ever been?
Man, they talk about
Yeah.
it.
No, I'm serious. I've
They
been.
talk
It's
about
cold.
it.
And
It's
a
angry. I want to slap you cold.
Yeah.
Like, you just like
Eyelashes frozen.
you don't even know why you angry. I want a Subway.
And 2
It's the last damn thing you talking about. 'Cause when that hawk come, you went to Great Lakes?
No, or it was Orlando.
Oh, Great Lakes. I went.
Great
and I
mistakes.
I had to go up there for a class. Cats from New York was like, it's cold as a motherfucker
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah.
Man.
It's that lake.
So with that story, and I'm seeing that, and the officers again, look, they like,
Did you see the noose? It was just like a piece of string.
Yeah, the noose that he created and wore around and tightened it up
I'm
more
like,
when
nigga,
the
why was you
police
scared?
came.
That's
So
so-
was running up the stairs with his Subway sandwich and the noose hanging on
but
his neck.
it's to
He
his
still
point
got
when he
his
said
sandwich.
another race is that, but it was another group that championed him, and then there's another group that championed her. When at the end of the day, the next time everybody's just going to be very slow.
Slow to respond.
Yeah, they're gonna
Like-
be slow to
Slow to
respond.
I think the key to it is, despite what I said about people not being locked up if it's not a violent crime, or
Yeah, you gotta
can't
change
stop
that.
stealing.
Ass need to be locked
she
up.
needs to.
She needs
gotta
some
pay.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
needs
gotta
she
pay.
And
does.
repay restitution.
So, and the idea is for the next person, white,
yeah.
black,
Panda bear,
Yeah.
kangaroo,
I don't
whatever.
give a
don't
damn.
matter.
the next time one of you bastards do this shit,
Mercat.
we gon'
And I think
we gonna
Give
get
it
you.
to
No,
y'all.
you're right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Because when do we start?
Exactly.
When do we
but see,
start giving it to them?
This is what I'm saying though. To that counterpoint, when that started happening, what the cameras do not start saying, "Oh, that's wrong." Remember the knockout game?
Yeah.
Remember the knockout game?
Yep.
That created fear amongst everybody, more especially one particular race. And every time they seen a young black man, that's what they saw.
I don't think the knockout game was real.
It was.
Well,
I was behind it when it happened.
you were behind?
Downtown. I
No, I'm saying I don't think that was a real thing. It was no different than us when we were coming up in the late '80s. We just jumped.
Yeah, we got
motherfuckers.
some comments.
No,
Hold
no,
on, y'all.
those
No, no, no.
guys will run up and hit old
Those were
people.
old.
Really?
It was
Yeah,
targeting,
they were
especially footage
targeting
in New
old
York.
people.
It was bad. It was
Yeah,
real
it was really
bad.
bad. Well, I
a
was
lady
downtown.
was in a coma.
I was downtown working across the street from Discovery Green, and we would get out and walk in the evening time. But unbeknownst to them, it's a lot of cops that's always down there because there's a lot of kids down there. So it was 2 older men walking, and then it was 2 younger men walking behind them. Well, unbeknownst to the fool that ran up on the younger men, those 2 younger guys behind the 2 older were their grandsons or their kids, so they were kin to him some sort of way.
Yeah.
So when the guy ran up, he hit that old man. Bam! Old man falls. So the 2 dudes in the back was like, what the hell? They took it, because the dude hit him and took off running.
Yeah.
So they chased him. When they chased him, they beat the living
dog
shit out of this
Absolutely.
boy. But the cop walked up, and the cop was like, all right, man, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was
He allowed
real.
them to whoop his ass.
Yeah. No, it was a real thing,
real.
and it created
It is real.
a big fear. And so now the reaction, now when you have that type of fear, now law enforcement is forced to look at things this way.
Yeah.
So to your point, when it starts happening, they gonna start looking at it a different way, and now a consequence got to be levied to keep people from continuing to do this.
Exactly.
It has to happen, but I just don't want people to. Well, that's wrong. I don't know why. You can't have it. You can't have it both ways.
Like I said on the Breakfast Club and DJ Envy, man.
You can't have it both
He went
ways.
It's not that he went in. It's just that he almost kind of was like, yeah, just because white people been doing it, let her make it.
Envy,
I think we're the softest.
envy
We're the
cool,
softest
but envy ain't that
country.
bright.
Yeah.
We're the softest country because I tell you what, you go down to China,
Yeah.
or wherever, go steal something.
Okay,
If you want
watch
to.
what's
Go steal something if you want.
oh,
You
girl.
come back here with this.
Okay.
Old girl got
We
to
know what you did.
girl got to tripping in Dubai, and they won't even let her
No.
leave.
Hey,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sorry.
they not
We
playing
soft.
with the disrespect.
Y'all forgetting the big one. Remember the kid in Singapore?
they got whooped.
Yeah.
They was like, you catching his cane.
Oh, you
Yeah.
want to do graffiti?
Yeah.
You
sure?
are. I don't care
I
if
want
you
to go home.
Yeah.
we're
You
gonna let
will,
you go home.
but you
So
get
that's a
But
great
you-
point. So you guys are basically saying
We
that a
should
lot
beat
of
her?
the crime, huh?
No,
No,
we should
okay.
punish her in some
You so
sort of way.
stupid. Like a lot of the crimes are being
can't wear a wig.
continuously.
It's
oh,
like
that's
this.
messed up. Continuously happening because the punishments aren't
We
strenuous
get a
enough.
flat. We the punk ass parents.
Yeah.
There you go. We the punk
That's
ass
true.
parents because all we do.
So
Slapping them on the.
So y'all
go to
brought that
Singapore,
up.
go to
So-
Vietnam or somewhere around. You ain't gonna come out of there like that.
Yeah. You ain't coming
gon-
back
yeah.
like you went in. Huh?
Yeah, one of them limbs is gonna be fucked up. You gonna be.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
true.
gonna hurt. It's
So,
gonna
so
hurt.
with y'all saying that, let's talk about Jennifer Wilbanks, the runaway bride. Remember, she staged her own.
That idiot too.
She staged her own kidnapping.
So I'm not as familiar with this one.
No,
Okay,
me
so
either.
she was a runaway bride. She staged her own
Who
kidnapping.
she ran away from?
Because her wedding was stressful.
Oh, poor baby.
I'm telling you. I mean, y'all go out there, look at the video.
But no. Hold on. Did you do your due diligence? How old was she?
Oh, I didn't go into
20
her
something.
age, but she was pretty young. She was more than 25. You could tell on her picture she was more than 25. But
That don't
but
mean
but
that.
her, I know, because stupid is stupid. You
Yeah.
know, it comes
He's gonna
from
talking to the mic.
okay, because we want to hear you.
You watch your mouth.
Various ages. So the thing with her is they knew there was something wrong with her more than just her running away. She said she was wanting to have the perfect wedding. Same thing again, faked her kidnapping. Police were involved. Well, they didn't play with her. They brought her up on felony charges.
As they should have.
They sentenced her, and she is a Caucasian lady. So when I
That's
only
good.
pulled the 2 examples just to show that they are being reprimanded as well, we try to always just put it to, oh, well, they don't do that to white women. Well,
Yeah, they do.
in
Yeah, they
some
do.
cases,
Yeah,
they are doing it to white women.
They need to
did
do
it.
it
So
to all of them. I don't give a
Everybody, I
damn.
don't care what your
I don't
race
give a care if
is.
you are, like you said, a
2
panther
years
bear. Do it.
probation, 120 hours of community service.
That's what get 'em.
They made her do mental health counseling, ordered her to pay the city $13,250. And mind y'all, this was back in 2016. She had to pay the sheriff's office $2,550. She broke, and then her and her fiance wound up breaking up anyway.
You
So
think?
they weren't even
wanna be with
together.
her?
And then they
Nobody.
say when they took her to the courthouse, all she was talking about but my wedding. I mean, when they brought her in the investigation, she was only worried about her wedding. She wasn't concerned that she's utilized these resources
Yep.
faked a whole kidnapping, and it was really untrue. She's just one. So the other chick, when we were talking about Sherry Panini, which everybody's pretty
Now,
much
that
familiar
one I
with
know.
her case, this motherfucker, she just kept lying. She kept lying for 4 years. They was doing this investigation. She wouldn't lie, so the judge got tired of her ass. So when they did find her guilty, and she finally admitted that
It took them 4 years to do that.
they took them
Well,
4 years.
Yeah, so it wasn't. They believed her
Right.
for a couple of years,
They
but they
did.
have to finish their investigation.
Yep.
Then during the investigation, they're like,
This ain't
"Wait a
making
minute,"
sense.
and she continued lying
Yep.
and lying, and
Lying to cover
Yep.
this lie.
Yeah, you
And
got to.
that's why when the prosecutor tried to give her like 8 months or whatever, the judge said,
like,
hell
nah,
no. We
18?
doubling that. And he
Yeah.
gave her 18. So she actually had to serve. And I think she's currently
She's
in now
still-
because it took her so
Yeah.
long.
Took her
she's
some-
still in there. But
Yep.
the thing with her is, she actually injured herself,
Yeah. Yeah.
cut her hair. She branded herself.
Yep.
She had random bruises and
Bruises
stuff
all
where she
over
was
her.
beating
Yep.
herself.
Yep.
The dude that she
Ex-boyfriend.
ex-boyfriend, he was, and I believe him.
Yeah.
Because when they interviewed him, he doesn't really sound like somebody that just makes shit up. He was like, I mean, she asked me to come pick her up. I came, picked her up,
Yeah.
and she asked me to brand her. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I branded her, but he was like, because it was so hot,
Yeah.
he didn't want to just stick her, so he stuck her just enough because he kind of figured out what it would take. But she did all of this herself.
And then she left her children at the daycare. So just only imagine the lasting effects that she had. That's what made her husband was like, oh my God, something is wrong, because she never picked them up from the daycare. And not only that, he crying. Like they got the videos of him crying, like, what happened to my wife? She got back all
And I'm pretty sure
abused and-
people were looking at him like,
Yeah.
Like,
sure,
come on,
sure
man.
you don't know
Yeah.
who your wife is.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely. And he's all emotional, and look at what she's done to her family, all because she couldn't take life. She just wanted to escape from it.
We all want to escape
Yeah.
from life
Yeah,
sometimes.
at some
Yeah.
point, yeah.
We do.
I was going to escape last night. I'm like, man, I got to be working in the morning now. So. And I just went ahead and went to work.
What were some of the questions that was being asked?
Okay, so that's
a
what I
good
wanted to
that's a
get
good
to.
escape.
So hold on, let's see what the comments.
I always
So
want to
it
escape.
says, oh wow, this
And then I just watch TV.
And you're
you
okay.
make it
Watch
all
The
better.
Swarm. Did you start yet?
No, I gotta watch.
Farm is good.
I watch James
Some people
Bond, the
said
old ones.
attention seeker, and then somebody else said exactly they don't want to look for us, and she clowning, but I'm really want to speak to the parents.
I feel sorry for the parents.
I don't.
I honestly do.
I don't.
Her mom and them?
No, I
Why
don't.
not?
Why don't you feel sorry for the parents? So come on, tell us why.
Because you know your child.
And this is why they don't.
Huh?
They didn't release
No, you
the
don't.
info.
Yeah,
because
yeah, you
it
do.
so?
It was a
No.
lie.
You know.
That was
You
on for
raise your
today's show.
children,
You know 'em.
and you think they're one way, and then 5 seconds later, you're like, "Who the hell child
Yeah.
is that?"
No, no,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you
When they
still
come
know it's in 'em.
home and tell you,
You
a
know it's in 'em.
story.
Oh yeah, that's when you ready to fight.
Well, it's like
No.
you know. So,
You right. You know him. You like no. I mean you know him. Like
but
Hey.
you also know bullshit when you hear
When
it.
you hear it,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're in
And-
your late 40s,
and
early
you know
50s.
which child is
capable
probably
of-
gonna do that
Yeah,
bullshit
yeah.
right.
because they've shown bullshit behavior before.
Because like with my son, he's not a very good liar. He doesn't lie a lot, but he's like, "Hey, Dad, I got kidnapped." Like kid, yeah, I don't believe. Okay, screw it then, Dad. I just needed
I need $20.
a break, Dad.
You gonna leave
like
no
my son.
alone, okay?
That's like my son.
He's
Yeah.
like, Dad, I don't sound like that.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, you do. But
You do sound like that.
Like Napoleon Dynamite.
Dang, she say the daddy didn't want no parts of the Today Show.
Yeah,
Because
you
shit-
read from your phone because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
having
what
a hard
that's what I'm
time.
talking
I
about.
can't
Yeah,
I
hardly see.
would personally, and this is assuming that the
I wouldn't
the
even
dad
went on
wasn't
that
with
show.
it.
I
I would
would've
have
done
like,
it.
hey, listen, Mama.
They need to
babe. I
make
know
her
you want to. I
come
know you
Before
want
you
to.
before you say that,
Sure.
I'm gonna just say the lady's name is Joanne Hosey.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Joanne. Thank you for
And
the question.
she had a podcast and a radio. No, she had an internet station, radio station. Her and her husband. I've been on their show
Come holler at
a
us.
couple of times.
Come holler at us.
so,
Yeah.
so keep going, Sean.
Oh.
It was about the daddy.
I I wouldn't have went on that show, and I would advise my wife and my daughter not to go on the show either. What we need to do is get a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to devise a situation to minimize
I agree.
Bullshit.
the bullshit that's coming our way.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Get in
gotta-
front of
hell
it.
You gotta
yeah.
spin
So
it.
let's go ahead, and I need you, babe. I know you. Dad, I'm telling you. They're like, God damn it, stop lying.
Okay, you tell me the truth. I can't
Like,
help
come
you
here,
if you
come
keep
here.
lying
Stick it
to me.
upside. Shut up.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it. But he was barely saying anything on at least on the second interview, and he was just like,
Because he probably
Hold on.
embarrassed.
You stated that she had a GoFundMe. They had a GoFundMe.
Oh yeah, well no, not a GoFundMe. They had funds donated from Crime Stoppers.
Oh.
The 63,000, and then
yeah.
so the
She
people
done.
are in outrage because they want
done.
their money
They
back.
want their money back.
So that's a whole nother topic. We was going to that one next.
but she needed the money. She needed the money for like
That ain't her money.
it's not
for
hers.
for
She had
psychological.
She had 107 of
Yeah, she
sock.
can buy all them damn cheeses she want.
In her
Get that
socks.
money out your
I wonder if
sock.
they're white cheddar. I mean, I truly want to know.
I was gonna ask,
You can't go
Why
on a goddamn
Cheez
road trip like that with
can't
just
Cook
regular
was
chips.
like with the
but
herbs.
but
and-
why Cheez Its?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
that
because
was
they
her,
good.
her snack of a
She
pastime.
man,
a
hell no.
pastime.
She ate.
let me ask
She
you.
ate more than Cheez-Its.
If-
She
if-
ate
if-
more.
if
How long
Cheez-
she was gone?
49 hours.
49
She ate
hours.
way more than Cheez-Its.
If Cheez Its came out with like a commercial,
Yeah.
and they had like a black chick walking store, and she grabbed a Cheez Its like,
No.
you want to get
That's
away?
a plug, y'all.
And
You
then
just
go.
gave me.
Oh my God.
That'd be a great.
You are out of there, son.
Son, she go to the sock.
Nigga, I would go buy a case of cheese. I'm like, oh, y'all got some balls, man.
It'll be 49 flavors of cheese.
There you go. That's it. That's even better. Y'all,
All in
hey,
one box.
y'all
You
not
got
watching
white
the
cheddar,
Cheez
you
It
got
company. Who owns Cheez It? Nabisco.
Nabisco, yeah.
Nabisco. We giving y'all some
We
ideas.
giving
Hey,
y'all
man,
some
we
free
giving y'all
ideas.
Yes.
Full permission.
y'all heard
Everybody
it
else
first.
taking advantage of it.
Hey,
Please
run that-
do
You
this.
heard it here
Y'all
Run that
heard
check.
it here
We just
first.
want to see the commercial.
Just
Yeah.
run
No,
that
we
check.
just want y'all to be our sponsor.
CTC.
Come on, you got to think
That's all.
big.
Got they big.
CTC.
We love
Think
Cheez
big.
Its.
We
All of
do.
them.
49
They're
Cheez-Its.
delicious. 49 flavors.
Just
we
remember
paying,
that.
We paying
Okay.
with it for
CTC,
the, we paying
cut the
for
check.
it with
And
the
then
money
look,
out of
I'm
our
look-
stock.
I'm looking at her phone instead of the goddamn camera.
Look at the camera and tell them one more time.
48,
Nabisco?
40, how many?
Come on.
49 flavors. 'Cause she
No, no, no.
49 hours.
She ate more than Jesus.
She
Yeah,
ain't
she
more
had,
than
oh,
Cheez-Its.
so
she a
she
big
had
girl.
Cheez Its. All right, raise up off the bed. You watch your
I knew
fucking
that
mouth.
was coming. I knew that was coming.
She ate more.
Now you about to get a
Hey,
spanking.
man, you want to be real? That's why she came home.
She was hungry.
Look here, man.
Man.
So she
Because she ate that Mediterranean food.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
what you
yeah,
say?
it was
she did. She left it in the
No,
car.
no, she ate it.
She ate
Look,
that shit.
so
That's the plate you saw.
She went
That was what was
she went
left.
she went to Tarjay.
Tarjay.
Yeah.
And got the Cheez-Its and the granola
Granola
bars
bars.
and some
Yeah.
more stuff.
Yeah.
But while she was in the hotel, she DoorDashed some more junk food like beef jerky or some bullshit. Like she didn't order no real food while she was there because I guess she wanted to make it look like she was losing weight.
hungry.
Yeah.
She ate.
She went home because she was hungry.
She
Yeah,
ate.
she was starving.
It ain't what
She
you
ate what she
gonna
was
lose
I don't like the
in
way you
2
said that.
days.
49 hours, Sean, she
Listen,
was starving.
Mel. She went to.
She was hungry.
She had to go to the restaurant to not get the food.
Yeah.
She ate.
She ate.
She ate well.
She ate.
I'm fooling them up. She just wanted some snacks.
That
That's
poor
it.
So
baby
y'all
was
do
hungry.
y'all think that they should refund everyone's
Yeah.
money?
Absolutely.
Somebody trying to
Yeah.
stop
Yeah,
it.
without a
Yes.
question.
Do we
They
have
should.
anybody that don't think that they
No.
should? Anybody out there, do y'all not think that they should?
It's gonna be one.
Crime Stoppers should
Run
refund
me
gonna be
my
one.
money.
the people's
It's gonna be one.
funds. Do you?
refund it? Can they sponsor Climax?
You gonna take some naked pictures with Cheez Its all over?
Yeah, all over you.
Eat a granola
Crime,
bar.
for Crime Stoppers.
I do have a calendar.
Now I know you don't want the
And
crumbs.
49
I
different
know you don't want the
positions.
crumbs to fall in your mouth, but
Wait. Hold on.
What?
I'm going back to Target. I'm
real
going back to
quick,
Target.
y'all. Climax Buttercream Mistress is in the audience. So that's
Oh, yeah.
that's what y'all hearing.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna ask. Okay, she went to Target.
Tarjay.
Tarjay.
Tarjay. She went to Target.
Yes.
Tarjay. Like, did they show footage? I didn't see that.
No, they haven't showed footage, but they know she did.
So she
Oh,
walked
that was a
in.
receipt?
Yeah.
Oh,
what?
I want to see that whole receipt.
So did she get a basket?
See, that's my point. Because
she had some stuff in there.
because you know damn well. Hold on, you know good and well when you go in Target, you know how far the Cheez Its and the Cheez Its ain't never next to beef jerky.
I have. This is my theory,
Go
and
ahead.
it's probably wrong, but it's probably not too far off.
I think she got some Starbucks or something.
She stole some money from her job, and she got a robe and some toilet paper. The reason why she got the toilet paper,
Oh
her
yeah,
intent, her
I get that.
intent, and this is why she went and got snack food. Her intent was to go out in the woods and stay there.
Yeah,
Yep, and she saw them damn bugs.
And she a AKA.
that's not it. Yeah, he on the point.
She a AKA. She come from an upper middle class
It had
household.
nothing to do with bugs, sir.
And she was out there for a few hours. She's like,
hell no, I can't do
fuck
because
it.
I
So
would be
then
able
she
to do
goes to Red Roof Inn
Yeah.
and gets a room and stays there instead. She gets bored. She makes another DoorDash or whatever service there was.
Yeah.
She bought a kit to do her nails.
I know. That's what I was supposed to get to
So
next.
you know she was bored.
She wasn't
She had
just
to look
bored.
good for the people.
she was
Me?
bored and hungry.
Yeah.
I would have a
no,
hard time.
that's habit. That's habit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'm a house nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not for sleep outside.
Exactly.
I would have a hard time, but if I was committed to my abduction,
Yeah.
I would. Oh, okay, but that's what the toilet paper. So she she's trying to
see,
make herself as
that's
comfortable
what I
as
was gonna
possible.
say. See,
she wasn't able to
couldn't
pull that
handle
part
it.
off.
She couldn't handle
She went back to the
she a
hotel.
cat. She wasn't gonna shit outside.
Yeah.
Maybe P. Maybe P.
She wasn't shitting out
But
because
sitting
see,
outside,
you got to
That
dig a
wasn't gonna
hole.
Yeah.
You got to dig a
Do
hole.
you think she know anything about
No,
that?
she don't.
nah.
She don't shit behind a tree and then move, so she don't have to.
Because
Yeah.
you know what happened?
And
When she
you
went in
can't
them
tell the difference
woods-
between dog poop and
And
human
human
poop.
poop.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
she went into them woods, some say, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, wait.
You know what?
No,
They got that
wait.
That would
Wait.
have got me.
Hold on.
Imagine how
I'm
dark
like,
it
wait a
was.
minute.
No. Hold on. Let's clear this up. Those wasn't woods.
Huh?
Those wasn't woods. That was
It was
that
a
was the
wooded
back.
area. It was
That
a
was the
wooded-
back of somebody's neighborhood.
Okay,
So,
well,
oh,
wooded
real talk,
area.
all joking aside, so there is
But
a
the
video.
joking is fun.
I'll show a little piece of the video when I do the editing. But
Yeah.
a guy actually went parked where she was and
Yeah.
walked, and there's a trail
Yeah.
with
Whole
concrete.
trail.
That's my whole
Yeah, and
point.
you
why I
walk a little
said
ways
that.
and it's houses.
Yeah.
So it probably wasn't 100 miles, 100 yards from the highway to the back of these people's residence.
That's my
Right.
point, sir. That wasn't what. Now, hold on. Had she been out there in Cedar Woods, see, there's some hogs out there.
Oh,
that make
hell,
you,
them wild
Yeah,
hogs ain't no joke.
But one more
out there.
thing. So I know we bouncing around and shit. She gets abducted, put in an 18-wheeler, driven around.
I forgot about
and then
the
she gets
18-wheeler.
away, and then she gets put in another car, and a bitch plays with her hair, and they
Get her nails done.
So she got kidnapped by two different people.
no, same people.
Yeah.
So they dropped. Wait.
They got rid of their 18.
They went and parked
They had a
it.
car.
at-
They were
at
in
the-
training
at
on
the
how
truck
to. It
station.
was a training
Yeah, they
exercise.
love.
Right. And then
It was a training
when she got away
exercise.
again. So the first time they said we're not going to bind your hands because we don't want.
To mess your nails up.
No, what they said to leave marks, literally.
Twisted ass kidnappers.
But then if after you get away the first time, I'll be like, all right, bitch, I can't trust you.
Yeah.
I'm
finna
gonna have to tie you up this time.
Yeah.
But they don't tie her up again, and she gets away.
And nobody
And then
beat
she
this
runs
up
to
in
the
head.
woods, and where does she end up?
Red Roof Inn.
In her neighborhood.
Oh, at the end. Yeah.
And so she
Yeah, it was
walks,
a neighborhood.
she walks down the
Yeah.
street, and supposedly, I'm sure the footage will come out. That
Wait,
Sudafed ain't
hold on,
doing
hold on,
nothing for me.
Hold on.
Man, this something to
Okay,
hip, 'cause
y'all
I'm running
remember the
my nose
movie
right now,
Usual Suspects?
Yeah. Oh, with it limping, and then he started walking.
That was her.
So
She just did the opposite way.
She did the reverse.
She did the
She was
yeah.
walking normal,
And
and of
then
course she got to
started
Mama!
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Oh, my
crying
God.
wolf.
And I hate to make fun of her, but I think she deserves to be made fun of.
She do.
She does.
She does. I'm
She
sorry.
deserves to
So,
be
yeah, so-
reprimanded.
To go to jail.
They're such horrible kidnappers
They're fine.
that not only did they keep you for 48 hours in two different vehicles and allow you to get away twice, they apparently drove around in a circle and kept you right by your house.
So they were
Makes
on
no
16.
Not even 16.
Not even 16.
Because
I know,
Houston,
just saying.
you
Hey, Houston.
Because
No,
16 is
no.
a loop.
They were in Minnesota.
Yeah,
right?
that was
Alabama.
Minnesota. Somebody.
Alabama.
Because I was like, I need to go on that freeway.
No,
No, it wasn't on the
don't
freeway.
go
It was
over
more or less like
They said it was
lying.
in
Lying.
it was 1960. Baby.
It was just driving around a couple of blocks was what it sounds like. For this to actually make sense that they abducted her and never really left. Because when she got away, she just happened to be. So in hindsight, we know she's lying.
Yeah.
But thing is, I really want to understand how she thought she'd get away with this.
Exactly.
You can't make sense out of nonsense.
You can't. Yeah, you can't even make it
then
make
that'll
sense.
put us on her level if we understood it. That's why so many people are confused.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people are confused.
Yep. And they're talking about 3 misdemeanor charges so far. They say
She need a felony in there. She need that.
She
big
do.
one.
Yeah.
She truly need a felony.
one is, her attorney.
The 3 might add up to a felony.
Yeah, the 3. So her attorney was
3
saying,
felonies can turn. I mean, 3 misdemeanors can
charges.
turn into a felony.
I didn't know that.
So
I
it
didn't
says
know that.
pending false reporting to an agency of rendering a false alarm, and then a false report of an incident. It seemed like there should be more charges.
No,
than that.
it's coming.
Wow.
This is
It's
just
gonna
the
be a lot
3
more.
surface
Papini-
level ones.
Papini got wire fraud, which seems to be appropriate for her because she used a communication device to.
Yeah.
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 But you know better than me. Though.
Yeah. No.
And
That's
she had to pay 300K in restitution.
Oh, please do.
See,
Yeah.
that
Please
that
do.
restitution.
300,000 in
That restitution get a lot. What they know this. Get a lot of dudes locked back up.
Yeah, because when it's not paid,
That
it's payments.
and community service, because it's not. It's not. I can go to my friend's church and no. They got a list.
Yeah.
Of where you can go.
You got to be this here, and here.
Yeah.
Got to be. You don't report, no problem. Send out a blue warrant. Arrest her.
Yep.
Mistress Climax. Can you give us that bottle that's over there?
Oh, you want me to do some damn leg work?
I do.
All right.
I do.
But
I do.
no. That's it's. She gonna get more because you said she stole money.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because her
It's
job
all
is
her-
talking about
Oh, you
picking
bring
up
both.
charges.
You can bring both.
Yeah.
they
So
are clear
once they
about
press
that.
charges, it's done.
They from her stealing
She
the
got
robe
false-
and having on their property and leaving out there with her toilet paper.
I wonder
That's
what
theft
what
in
that.
general.
I wonder how
Yeah.
that robe felt
Thanks,
though.
sweetie.
I don't know.
That better be a nice
Climax
robe.
mistress, buttercream mistress.
Sexual chocolate. No, I'm just kidding.
That better
She's
have
so
been a
lovely,
nice
don't you
robe.
agree?
That had to be one of them. It needed to be a super nice robe for you to steal it.
Plush.
Now-
It had
Plush,
to be.
plush.
I may or may not work for a place that got some nice robes. I ain't finna steal one of them motherfuckers.
Exactly.
No,
Oh, 'cause
ma'am.
you already know.
Exactly.
No,
You
ma'am.
know what's gonna happen.
You know how hard it is still a nice
I wear a
robe.
medium.
You know what? You know how easy it is to go buy your own.
Yeah, exactly.
You go shit where you
Marshalls,
make your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, so
Amazon,
and the thing
Marshalls.
I don't really want to pile on with Carlee, but the thing is,
I'm done with it.
if I could help hammer home how serious it is when people do shit like this,
Yes.
I
Right.
feel like I'm doing my job.
And you should. Why don't you take us out with talking about why it's important that we don't make these false allegations?
So here's the deal, and this is I'm completely winging this because I have so many different opinions about what Carlee did. Anything that you do in life, this has nothing to do with abduction or anything like that. Be an honorable human being. Yeah. If you have issues that you need to solve, and I'm just assuming that what she did was for personal issues that you have, you need to figure out how to do that. Mm-hmm. When you do shit like this, it affects more than just you. Yeah. You know, you can face the criminal charges, excuse me, the humiliation. That's on you. Yeah. You drug your mom, your dad. You've drug Anaya's mama into this.
Angela Harris.
Who came? What's her name?
Angela Harris.
Angela Harris. You drug Miss Angela Harris into this. Somebody that looked like she went above and beyond because she felt your story.
Yeah.
And it's something that she wanted to help with. You drug her into it. You opened the wounds of Anaya's father and her stepfather. Yeah. You had all these good white folks out here looking for your black ass.
Yep. Come on
For
now.
real.
So the
Real
next
talk.
It is.
black girl to come up missing, I pray, and I truly believe that people will still respond in kind if somebody from their community comes up missing. But you taking the chance that they won't.
Yeah.
I think you need to be punished, and I think you need to be punished severely. Yeah. What you did was detrimental.
Yeah.
You have embarrassed black women. You have humiliated the black race. The AKAs need to kick your ass straight up out of that ski
And they probably have. Real talk, they
and-
probably have.
More than anything else, you need to apologize to Nabisco for what you have done to their snack crackers.
49 flavors.
I think she
I'm
needs to
done.
apologize 49 times.
Mel, we need to get your final words on this.
Me
situation.
personally, I really hate that she took it to the extreme of pulling all of these resources and making all of these people look for you, and you knew full well what you were doing. You had no intentions on being taken. Any of that.
I see what
like
you did
that.
there.
So yeah, yeah.
That was
Like
good.
that. You like that. You can use that tomorrow.
Okay.
But
will.
no, I just really hate that you took it to this extreme to do this, and it's so many young black people, not just women. It is young black people, period, that are out there that are struggling, wanting to get home, wanting somebody to come and get them, and you at the red roof. So I whatever you get, you deserve.
She had a better weekend than most of us,
Okay, that's true.
working people.
Yep,
Yeah.
working people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
KT.
With $107. I'm gonna say this. Yeah, because it
was a sock, though.
it frustrates me because
Yeah.
I know personally how hard guys work to find children.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend who works in crimes against children, and they take a lot of that home.
Oh yeah.
And so they get upset when it's a waste of time, when they need to find someone that is missing. And for the person that the cry wolf thing for attention and whatever, I'm just saying a lot of young people, stop. Just be real with what you got going on. But you can't, nobody in any circumstance can use any form of city, government, or whatever for your own advancement of bullshit.
Yeah.
Stop.
Exactly.
Just face the facts. Fucked up, own your shit, move on. That's it.
I think she should have, like you said, used other avenues. They got counselors. They got your pastor. Like, she's an upcoming, she got sorors. Somebody in that community saw this possibly coming. They could have nipped that in the bud to help her get her mental together at that point. Because you can see somebody hurting. You
Well,
can
that's
see
what that's
that.
what they're
Yeah.
literally what they're there for.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you can
Yeah.
see somebody hurting, and you know out of character, because just like we were talking about earlier with your children, you know your kid, you're lying, but somebody could have took her aside and say, "Look here, little girl," or whatever the AKA say.
They say ski weeks.
Oh my goodness.
But
It's like this.
that's just my take. Yeah.
I love it. My ending notes is going out to Miss Angela Harris. And if you guys want to look her up or donate to Anaya's heart, please do.
That
My
shit
heart-
is on your mind, ain't it?
Yeah, it does, because my heart goes out to hers because she actually buried a child. She spearheaded the findings for you. And if
Yeah.
you think of nothing else, these people's child, and Elijah Blanchard, excuse me for not mentioning you, these people's child was found like thrown away like some trash, just dead. And you totally took advantage of that situation. And to put another put something on the forefront of your minds is, what other black woman have you ever seen the media outlets or social media put this big of a outrage out of a black woman? And they put a freaking out. It was outpouring love for you, and to be able to do that to the whole world, basically. It's unacceptable.
I really do think that she should start working with organizations to find actually missing kids.
Exactly.
You don't think she's pariah right now? That's going to be kind of difficult for her to, or do you think this is something that she can overcome by doing?
I think that is something that she can overcome, but honestly, her what do you call that? The community service that she needs to do.
Yeah.
She needs to do
I
that
agree. That's a
because
good
she
idea.
needs to see
Yeah.
what it takes
Yeah.
to go and look for somebody's
Yep.
child that is actually missing.
I don't think that. I don't think that's something you can mandate. If you
It
want
should be
them
part of her.
if
The
you want
judge
them to actually learn something from it, I think that's something that she probably needs to come to grips on her own. I wouldn't make her do it personally.
I would.
Me
I
too.
would.
It's
I would make her.
we're gonna punish you. We're gonna let you understand it's just a personal opinion.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I'm gonna show you the errors of your ways, and hopefully, you come to that conclusion on your own that, you know what, I need to atone for this shit. It means a little bit more than me making you do it and making you see it, because now I'm forcing you to do it, and it's not something that you've learned from your experience. You're like, you know what, that was fucked up.
But I think that she needs to see
Yep.
what actually goes with a missing child.
I get it.
I need
Some
her
of them
to
recover
see.
dead bodies.
Yeah, I need her to
She
see
needs to
those
see that.
dead bodies that
Yeah.
are recovered from people that have actually been kidnapped, trafficked,
Yes.
murdered,
Yes.
and these
Yes.
families that have to deal with this
Endure.
on ongoing days. Grief don't stop just because the casket
Yep.
closed and it's in the ground. That doesn't mean I stop grieving because of that. No, I go on after that. So you need to see what actually is from what they call it, nut to butt.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to see from the beginning to the very end of what actually happens to someone that is actually kidnapped. And you need to see the ending result of that. They don't just walk home.
Exactly.
They don't just go to their parents and, oh my gosh, I messed up. No, they don't do that. That the kidnappers are not friendly with you. They don't just say, oh yeah, you can go get something to eat. You could do this. We're going to have you naked or whatever, but we're not going to bound and gag you or none of that. What kind of friendly ass people is this? This is not reality. You actually need to step into reality because that is not it.
You know, the killing part is, and I hope I'm wrong, I don't think she's gonna get it.
She probably
If
won't.
she hasn't,
might not.
if she hasn't apologized by now,
Right.
I don't care if we don't want you saying nothing, or just show
Some sort of remorse.
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
She hide
Whatever.
like
I
a
was
coward.
tripping.
I
Just
fucked up.
say it.
Yeah.
And then I think the healing process can go forward. But I doubt she really wants to do that.
So I work with a lady works with EquiSearch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I worked with them before.
And she's been on like 5 or 6 different.
They serious.
It was a child that fell in the water in Kima, and she was one of the people that found her. Her. It was a little girl. The anxiety, from what I understand, from what I got from the anxiety that goes along with, you know, because you want to bring closure to the family, but the only way that you're gonna do that is to experience the worst of what that situation has to offer, and like what KT just said, I don't necessarily think that she won't get it, but I don't think that's something that you can mandate. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is this a certain, and I hope I'm wrong,
Yeah.
but it's a certain level of empathy that I think you have to have. And people that have that empathy wouldn't do what she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I
She's
said
missing
that.
something.
That's
Yeah.
why I said that. I don't think she
And I do think the situation got a little bit out of
It went out of control.
control.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, it
think
went
she
out of
expected
control.
this.
Yeah.
But who even does what?
Like I said,
Now,
when you picked up that phone
typically-
and you dialed 911 and said a child
If
was on there.
if I get
your
into it,
first
say if I get
practice
into it
is
with
to
my
deceive. That's
Yeah.
why she didn't think it out.
if I got into it with my woman and she don't answer the phone for 2 hours, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But
A day.
That's too much.
Yeah.
A whole day, 2 days.
Nothing.
I'm like, hold on, I
Right.
know you mad, but this ain't.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
ain't even you.
Yeah, so I need to do something.
Yeah.
And
No social media. No nothing.
Because
Yeah.
you know that person. You know that person.
You go from whatever to, oh shit, let me call the hospital.
Right.
Let me call the police.
right, let me call it
Hey,
jail.
Mom, she there. Mother-in-law, she there.
Yeah, I get anxiety just.
I know thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
took a
I'm
breath,
telling
like,
you,
yeah.
it bothers
We've
you.
all been in a
Jeez.
relationship where, you know, man, fuck that motherfucker, da, 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 da. But then we done cursed out or whatever, and we ain't talked to him in a little while. All right, yeah. But then we're all in the bed and we rolling. Motherfucker ain't even calling.
Yeah,
Ain't said
exactly,
nothing.
exactly.
You know what you know what this
Yeah.
this stuff.
You know,
and
you know
then-
the tendency.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know the tendencies, and you know the track record, and you know all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So when it doesn't happen, then it's like, okay,
Yeah, like
wait
this-
a minute, something ain't right.
Yeah.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
The sun that came up, that motherfucker ain't said nothing.
Yeah.
Hold on
Something
now.
ain't
The
right.
sun that
Let me
came
get
up.
yeah,
Something
that's
ain't
yeah. It's you know it.
Yeah.
So now something has to be wrong.
Yeah.
You ain't
Been
seen
there.
like you say no posts, no none of
Been
that
there.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So,
Well, guys, this has been an interesting topic.
KT over it.
I mean, it is. It's stressful.
It's like
I know.
whatever.
I know. We joked and we made
Right,
light of
right.
certain things, but it's a very serious topic.
It is.
and I really thank my cast members for just bringing it all out. It's been an amazing show, and prayers to all that are affected. We can't forget that. But we thank you for joining the Social Drinkers podcast. And we'll see you
yeah, we
guys.
don't always do bullshit.
no, we
No.
actually got a really, really personal and serious side.
Yeah, we do.
We're tender.
Take us out with a song.
In there.
Tender butt. He say we tender.
This dramatic show.
Tender love.
Love
We
so
miss
deep.
Carlee.
I ain't gonna
They
say I'm done.
Adopted you.
Oh,
And they fed you Cheez Its.
with that, I said peace. We're out of here.
Peace.
Peace.